Let me ask you something. When was the last time you held a box this big, looked at a picture of a World War II fighter plane on the front, and genuinely got excited about what was about to happen? Because that is exactly where we are right now. This is the FMS F4U Corsair V2 RTF, 800mm of iconic Warbird history turned into a ready-to-fly electric RC aircraft. And today we are doing the full run unboxing, complete assembly and maiden flights on both 2S and 3S LiPo batteries. Because if you have been watching this channel for any time at all, you know we do not just open things and stare at them, we fly them. Before we crack this box open, let me tell you a little about what you are actually looking at here, because this plane has a story behind it that makes it worth knowing. The WW2 F4U Corsair was arguably the most dominant carrier-based fighter aircraft the United States Navy fielded during the Second World War. Powered by the Pratt & Whitney R2000 800 Double Wasp, a monstrous 1.8-cylinder radial engine producing over 2,000 horsepower, it was one of the fastest propeller aircraft of its era, capable of exceeding 400 miles per hour. Pilots in the Pacific Theater nicknamed it Whistling Death because of the distinctive sound its air intakes made at high speed. Its unmistakable inverted gull wings were not just for aesthetics, they were an engineering solution that allowed the massive 3-foot propeller to clear the ground on carrier decks without impossibly long landing gear, legs. It is one of the most beautiful and historically significant warbirds ever built. Its combat record speaks for itself, an overall kill ratio of 11-to-1 against Japanese aircraft in the Pacific. Pilots who flew it loved it fiercely, enemies feared it, and now FMS has taken that legend and turned it into an 800mm EPO foam RC plane that virtually anyone can assemble in under an hour and fly the same afternoon. Let us get into it. Opening the box now, and the first thing that hits you is the size. This is a proper box, not a small toy package. The FMS F4U Corsair V2 comes in the WWII Partner Edition, dressed in that deep, rich navy blue US Navy livery with the number 301 on the fuselage and the V marking on the tail fin. The scale paint job is genuinely impressive for this price point. Panel lines, rivet detail, the USMC star and bar insignia, it is all there. The deep navy blue gloss finish catches light beautifully and photographs extremely well. This is a plane that looks good sitting on a shelf and looks even better cutting through the sky at speed. Pulling everything out of the box, the main fuselage, the 2 wing panels, horizontal stabilizers, the 4-blade propeller with scale spinner hub, a hand-painted pilot figure for the cockpit, scale fuel tanks and missile details for the undersides, all the hardware you need, the 4-channel 2.4 GHz transmitter, a pre-installed receiver already in the airframe, the 7 4V1300mAh 2S LiPo battery, and a USB balance charger. Everything you need to fly is in this box. That is what ready to fly means, and FMS delivers on it completely. Now let us talk assembly, because one of the claims on the box is that it takes minutes, and honestly, that is close to accurate. Following the photo step-by-step guide, you slide the wing panels into the fuselage route they locate positively and securely. The servo connectors plug in with a satisfying click color-coded to match their corresponding channel ports, so there is no guessing involved. The horizontal stabilizers push into the rear fuselage slots and lock positively without any wobble. The 4-blade propeller screws onto the motor shaft with the included prop nut, and the fit is tight and secure, no vibration, no wobble. At this point, you also fit the scale spinner hub over the prop assembly, and the whole nose of this aircraft suddenly looks exactly like a real warbird sitting on the flight line. The fuel tanks and scale missiles clip onto the underwing hardpoints. The pilot figure drops into the cockpit opening and sits perfectly, a small detail that adds an enormous amount of visual realism when you see it on the runway or in the air from any reasonable distance. And that is essentially it. Full assembly from opening the box to a complete ready-to-fly aircraft takes around 40 to 45 minutes for a first build. For anyone who has assembled RC planes before, it takes closer to 20 minutes. Either way, you are flying the same day you open the box, which is exactly what a well-designed RTF product should deliver. FMS consistently gets this right across their lineup, and the Corsair V2 is no exception. Before any first flight, there is one critical step, and it is the center of gravity check. The FMS manual specifies 50 mm back from the leading edge of the wing. We check this by balancing the aircraft on 2 fingertips at that point. On our build, straight out of the box with the 2S battery positioned as recommended, the CG was slightly nose heavy, which is actually the safe direction to be wrong on a maiden flight. A touch nose heavy means the plane will want to fly down rather than snap into an unpredictable stall. We noted it, adjusted the battery position slightly rearward, and rechecked before heading out to the field. Getting the CG right on the first flight is the single most important setup step on any RC Warbird. A tail-heavy Corsair will bite you. A slightly nose-heavy one will be forgiving and give you confidence to build your feel for the aircraft across that first session before you start optimizing the balance for aerobatics. First maiden flight on 2S. Throttle up on the runway, smooth acceleration, and the Corsair lifts off cleanly after a short roll. Initial impressions are immediately positive. The flight characteristics on 2S are relaxed, predictable, and stable. The aircraft tracks straight without significant torque, pull a real concern with single-engine propeller planes at high power. Control response on the 4-channel setup is crisp but not twitchy. Ailerons, elevator, and rudder all feel proportional and well-tuned from the factory. Loops are smooth, rolls are axial and consistent. Low passes look absolutely incredible because this plane has that classic Warbird silhouette. Those gull wings and that massive 4-blade prop spinning in front of the cow are just stunning at speed. The sound of the motor at mid-throttle produces a genuine growl that turns heads at any flying field. Multiple passes at low altitude drew reactions from everyone watching. Flight time on 2S at reasonable throttle settings runs around 5 to 6 minutes before the battery calls it a day, which is standard for a brushless EPO Warbird in this weight and power class. Now here is where things get genuinely interesting. We land, swap to a 3S1300 mAh LiPo 11.1 volts versus the 7.4 volts on 2S, and the difference in the first 3 seconds of takeoff roll is immediately and undeniably obvious. The motor spins up noticeably harder, the acceleration is sharper, and the aircraft leaves the ground in almost half the distance compared to 2S. In the air on 3S, the vertical performance is the biggest change. Climb rate is dramatically stronger. Full power vertical runs that would have mushed out and leveled on 2S now go straight up cleanly and keep climbing. The speed in level flight is noticeably higher. The entire personality of the aircraft shifts from calm and predictable to quick and responsive. The sound of that 4-blade propeller at full 3S throttle is genuinely spectacular. The trade-off with 3S is worth discussing honestly. The higher motor speed means more torque effect on the airframe, so rudder correction on takeoff roll becomes more important. The faster speed also compresses reaction time during landing approaches, and the shorter flight window means you need to be thinking about your landing pattern earlier than on 2S. For an absolute first-time RC pilot, 2S is the right starting point without question. Get your trim sorted, build confidence in the flight envelope, and learn the landing site picture before pushing to 3S. But for anyone with a few hours of RC flying experience behind them, 3S transforms this from a relaxed sport flyer into a genuinely exciting warbird that demands proper throttle management, coordinated turns, and rewards you with an experience that feels authentically powerful for a model this size. Now let me give you the honest breakdown of who this plane is actually for, because that matters more than a list of specifications. If you've been flying RC aircraft for a year or more and you want to add a scale Warbird to your collection that looks authentic, assembles quickly, and gives you a genuine flight experience rather than just a hover-around toy, this is an excellent choice at this price point. If you are a complete beginner who has never flown RC before, I would recommend getting a simple trainer. First, the Corsair is manageable on 2S, but it is still a Warbird shape with Warbird handling characteristics, and those reward experience more than they reward beginner luck. So what is the honest verdict on the FMS F4U Corsair V2 RTF? It is one of the best value RC Warbirds available at this price and size. The scale appearance is outstanding for an EPO phone model. Assembly is straightforward enough for a confident beginner and quick for anyone experienced. The 2S flight characteristics are forgiving and genuinely enjoyable. the 3S performance upgrade is significant and satisfying. The WWII partnership version adds nothing or removes nothing from the core FMS product. It is the same aircraft with the same quality. 4 servos, 2.0 amp brushless ESC, KV1700 brushless motor, and a 4-blade scale propeller with spinner at this price is a genuinely strong hardware combination that punches above what you would typically expect in the RTF Warbird category. The EPO airframe is tough enough to survive beginner landing mishaps, and trust me, every Corsair pilot has at least one story about a grass landing that ended with a new propeller, but the construction quality means you repair and fly again the same session rather than retiring the aircraft after one bad day. If you want to add a World War II Warbird to your hangar that looks the part, assembles in under an hour, and rewards you with a proper flying experience on both entry and upgrade battery configurations, the FMS F4U Corsair V2 RTF absolutely earns its place on the list. Links to check current pricing and availability are in the description below. If this video helped you decide, hit the like button, drop a comment letting me know whether you are running it on 2S or going straight to 3S, and subscribe so you never miss another RC Warbird unboxing, build, or honest real-world flight test from this channel. See you out there at the flight line.